Hi everyone, this is Boasting. Let's check out Revenant Saga on Nintendo Switch. Not much there. I think this is the the third platform I've covered this game on, but I swear we're going to finish it this time. I mean, probably. Okay, easy. This mode is for players new to the RPG genre. Normal, this mode provides a good balance and challenge, and hard, this mode increases enemy strength, but also the rewards. Yeah, I'm used to not being rewarded. Revenant Saga. They appeared suddenly in the world, evil fiends bearing the distorted figures of humans. While few in number at first, their strength exceeded that of men, and even when killed, they would rise from the dead only to get gosh. These games. Read fast, jerk. Devoid of emotion and driven only by the thirst for blood, they were called revenants, mortal bringers of death and destruction. By, fear had seized the hearts of the people with a mysterious plague spreading through the land. It seemed as if the end was not far off. That was too much pressure. Nevertheless, relying on their faith in the Order, they besought deliverance by the hand of the Almighty, hoping and praying for a miracle. The village of Tarmont. I thought this house was cramped growing up, but now I'm all alone and it feels so spacious. Mom, Dad. Albert, I brought you supper. Anna. It's been 2 months since your parents died from the plague, hasn't it? I understand you're still sad, Albert. But crying about it day after day in here won't bring them back. It's only natural people feel sad or hurt when bad things happen to them. But once they get over it, that's when they can really start to heal and even see personal growth. Is that something your god told you? Yes, that's what he said in the vision I saw, and while we humans may be weak, we have infinite potential to grow. That's what makes us special, you know? Infinite potential to grow. That's right, Albert. Restoria believes in our ability to grow, that we can overcome any trial that besets us. See? Look! The mark on the back of my hand is a stigmata I received during my vision. Those who are given a stigmata receive the power to save others, if they train hard enough. And you'll be able to defeat monsters and revenants? Of course! There are Valkyries in the Order who have finished their training and are fighting revenants who oppress people even now. Valkyries, huh? Yes, those warriors chosen by Restoria who fight for love and justice. One day I'll be a Valkyrie too, and I promise to protect you, Albert. Yeah, thanks, Anna. Well, you look a little happier after I said that. Now, what do you say to sitting down for a meal together? Anna, this is terrible. Mrs. Steed, what is it? Your parents have been stricken with the plague. I had them carried back to the house and they're resting for now, but... What? They're drifting in and out of consciousness, so I suggest you go now. Anna! Anna's parents were out working in the fields when they suddenly collapsed. I want to say I have faith they'll pull through, but their condition looks dire. Anna's house is the one south of here. I should go check on her and see what she's doing, or how she's doing. But first... Right, maybe I should go over the basic controls. Yeah, let's go. Character controls. Use the direction buttons, or L stick to move the player character in 8 directions. NPCs can be talked to as well as places of interest. Search by moving the character adjacent to them and pressing the A button. Restore. The left button uses SP to restore HP. Save is the plus button. Access the save menu. The game can also be saved in the menu system. Open world map Y displays the current location and destination, zooms out in towns and dungeons. Menu, X button. Inventory can be used or equipped. Quest status checked, etc. Information on basic controls can be found in the section of the menu. Maybe I should go over the details again. Yeah, that's fine. If there was a place for me to run away, I would, but I'm stuck here. When I grow up, I'm going to be a Valkyrie. Why is everything bad happening to me? Especially when I always remember to say my prayers. Let's see, did I say two things? No. You know, I love Kemco and Eexy Create, but their engines, they need to work on them. These things cannot scroll at 60 Hz for the life of them. It's like somebody's just like holding the arrow button. That's not what it feels like. Everybody in the village is confused as to what to do about what is going on. Please forgive them for saying anything they do not mean. People have been saying following the plague, the number of revenants has increased. You think there's any truth to those claims? You think Anna's parents have now been stricken with the plague. It's just like what happened to your parents, Albert. Regrettably, I don't think they'll make it either. If somebody gets sick, will they really die? That's what my dad was saying. Baldor, the premier over the Restoring Order, receives revelations from above for the people and contends with the revenants on our behalf. Even the suffering we now endure too shall pass. Therefore, hold strong to hope, Albert. But you know, I play these Kemco Eexy Create games for their story. Certainly not for the technology. Of the two games that I've played all the way through, I've really liked both of them. I had good memories from both the games that they released on Wii U. This is the end. It's 80 cold. Anna really saw Restoria in a vision, right? I'm sure we'll all be protected. I wonder if the rest of us will be stricken by the plague. That's not how I want to die. How do you want to die? First it's the plague, and now revenants. When will these terrible afflictions cease? I can't take any more of this. I'm a wandering swordman with a bit of an avocation for customizing weapons. Are you doing the same for yourself? In the custom section of the menu, did you know you can upgrade your own weapons? For example, this is a normal crystal. Using more and more of these can raise your attack power of your weapons. And this is a poison ore. Forging this into your weapon will allow you to attack with a poison effect. Now, I'll give you this normal crystal and poison ore to you. You can try them out using the custom feature in the menu. There are all kinds of crystals and ore to be found out there in the world, so try forging them into a weapon whenever you find them. Father, Mother, Anna. Oh, are these patients? Let me have a look at them for a moment. Who are you? I am Charles Moreau, a traveling physician. I happened to be passing through here when I heard about a middle-aged couple who had fallen ill. What luck to have a doctor show up at this time of all times, don't you think, Anna? Yes, but... What's your prognosis, Doctor? It's hard to say, but their situation appears to be dire. If nothing is done to intervene, I fear they will... This can't be happening. I will prescribe this medicine. However, if you really wish to save them, maybe it is better to speak about this in a different setting. I will be waiting over at the inn. Please come see me if you are adamant about saving their lives. Anna. I'm sorry, Albert. No, I'm the one who should be apologizing, not being able to do much of anything to help. Still, if there's something even I can do, even if it's as simple as folding laundry, I'd like you to let me know. Thank you, Albert. I should probably be going now. Why is everybody gathering out here? Actually, we were just talking about leaving the village. Leaving the village? But why? It's about the plague Anna's parents were stricken with. It's supposedly incurable. The doctor who arrived in town this morning also said it can be spread simply by being near somebody with it. But... wouldn't that mean Anna will get it too? It doesn't matter to us because we're getting out of here. We don't want to end up like your parents did either. Don't be so insensitive to poor Albert's... Anyway, like I said, we're leaving. You should get out of here, the village for your own good, too. I wish the best for you, kid. What a bunch of jerks. I need to tell Anna. Anna. What is it, Albert? Actually, if you stay so close to your parents, the same thing might spread to you, too. And? Well, don't you think you should? I don't care. Anna? I'm not going to leave my parents' bedside even if I get sick myself. Anna! I'll be okay. Restoria told me so. He said humans can overcome anything. Anything? Really? That's right, Albert. People can't live only for themselves. It's because we have someone standing beside us who are able to overcome our sadness and pain. That's why I have to stay here with my parents, no matter what the consequences. Well, now you have me too, Anna. I promise to protect you. Thank you, Albert. I wonder if there's any way to help Anna calm her nerves. Right. I should go talk with Dr. Moreau. He seemed like he knew of a way to cure the plague. And I remember him also saying he'd be over at the inn, so that's where I should go look for him. Dr. Moreau. I'm over here, if that's who you were looking for. But what is the hurry? What's the hurry, young man? Has someone else in the village fallen ill? No, it's about what you mentioned earlier. What I mentioned earlier? You remember? You came by Anna's house and said there was a way to cure the plague, right? Oh, that. What do I have to do to help Anna's parents? I need to know. At this rate, Anna will become sick too. I see what you are getting at now. Then hurry and tell me, Doctor. What do I need to do to save everybody? You can start by calming down first. Now I need you to listen carefully to everything I'm about to tell you. Can you do that? I think so. The medicine needed to cure the plague is only available to the king and those well-to-do aristocrats. So what you're saying is poor folk like us can't buy it. Then what other choice do we have except to give up and die? Do not be so quick to lie down in your grave. I am working on a formula right now that will not only be affordable, but be able to save those who have no money. And if you truly need it to save those dear to you, I am willing to impart what little I have. Really? Yes. However, there are certain drawbacks. The formula I have developed only has roughly a 50% rate of effectiveness. I say this because it is still in the development process. However, if you are absolutely certain you need my medicine, then I must ask you to assist me with my research. Assist you? How? I don't know anything about the medical profession. You will assist me in acting as a test subject to confirm the efficacy of my medicine. Acting as a test subject? It is really a simple process. I have already succeeded in using it on animals. So, what do you say? Are you willing to assist me? You'll really give me some of this medicine, right? You have my word, and with your help, I'm sure this Anna and her parents will survive this horrible ordeal. However, if she does not hurry and get the medicine she needs, she will likely suffer the effects of the plague, even as her parents now are. Anna. Alright, deal. I'll help you with whatever you need. Wonderful. You will one day be known as the hero who saved this village. No, the entire world. Now, regarding the test procedure, my laboratory can be found north of this village. I ask you come alone, and I will fill you in on all the details there. Understood. And one more thing. Say nothing of this to anyone. Why not? My research is a hindrance to those seeking to profit from a cure for this plague. If any of those people were to find out about it, they may attempt to stop me. So what you're saying is, if an affordable medicine were to be made available, these people could no longer profit? Very sharp you are, young man. As sad as it is, there are many people out there who would casually deceive others to make a quick few coins. And if I might say, those like yourself who are willing to sacrifice their own comforts for the greater good are far and few between. I'm just a normal guy. There's no need to be so humble. I merely spoke the truth. Now, I should end our conversation here and ask you to come see me at my laboratory. Right now? Indeed, there are many who would stand in the way of my research, so time is of the essence. At present, I have my subordinates working there. If you explain the situation upon your arrival, they will show you where you need to go. Then I'll head there right now. I wonder what everybody's doing in front of Anna's house. What's going on? Oh, Albert, is that you? Actually, we as a council decided to ask Anna to leave the village. Why on earth for? Why, you ask? Isn't it obvious? She may have been stricken with the plague. This one is set to spread quickly, and if nothing is done, everyone in the village could be infected. A number of the villagers have already left, but with no place to go. You want Anna to leave instead? Please understand, it's hard for us even to say, but Anna, who's now lost her parents, should realize it's best too. What? Then let me do something to stop the plague. You? What can you possibly do? I can't tell them about Dr. Moreau's research, or I could jeopardize an affordable cure being made available. What's the matter? It's nothing. All I ask is you wait until tomorrow before doing anything. I'll come up with a way to fix this. How do you propose that? Please, just trust me. Still. Let us calm ourselves and give Albert a chance to prove he is right. We can worry about making our decision tomorrow. If you think that's best, you only have until tomorrow. Do you hear me, Albert? Thank you, everybody. It seems we are done talking here. Now, everyone, please return to your homes. have to hurry to Dr. Moreau's laboratory and get the medicine I need, or it'll be too late. Hang on, Anna. I'm going to help you. I need to hurry. Oh, man. Okay, great. Can't even check on her? Jeez. Please come with me. Guys, you scared me. Who are you? Hey, wait! Village of Tarnt. Who are you? I am Baldur, Premier and Overseer of the Restorian Order. What's that? The Premier? You're the head honcho of the Order then, right? What business could you possibly have in our small village? I received word of a girl here who experienced the vision. Might I inquire where I may find her? Vision, you say? Then you must be talking about Anna. So, her name is Anna, is it? Those like her who experience visions have the capacity to become Valkyries, warriors able to defeat revenants and rid the world of evil. Therefore, I have come here seeking to ask her to join the Order. Now, may I have you take me to where she is? Actually, that's a bit problematic. You see, she's no longer here. No longer here? Might I inquire as to the reason? Her parents were stricken with the plague, and that caused a problem with the villagers, so... Don't tell me she was run out. Of course not. Anna was worried about things herself, so she must have attempted to take matters into her own hands. I see the same plague has struck again. Your Holiness, could it be... At any rate, nobody here told Anna she had to leave. Plus, when I went to check on Anna's parents earlier, their bodies were limp and cold. Thinking about it now, she could have contracted the same illness, and for the sake of the village... There is one thing I wish to confirm with you. What would that be? Could it be there has been an elderly man by the name of Charles Moreau, a physician, who has passed through this village promising to cure the plague? Moreau. Now you mention it, that name does ring a bell. He left the village not that long ago. And you know where he may have been headed? It seems like I saw him heading north, but... Your Holiness. Yes, we must pursue him at all costs. Wait here. But... It's no use. The door's locked from the outside. Well, you look as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Dr. Moreau, calm yourself, lad. There's nothing to be concerned about, as the procedure will be over before you know it. Yes, Doctor. You are next up, so please follow me. You may feel somewhat uncomfortable in there, but I ask you to remain still. Yes, Doctor. I will speak with you later, when this is over. I need to wait for this contraption. 5 more people in here? That is, as far as I was able to confirm with my own eyes. More may have arrived since, or some of those who came may have opted out of the procedure. Therefore, I cannot say how many people for sure are presently here. At the very least, there are the 2 of us. Well, I'd have somebody along for the ride. I was starting to get anxious I might be the only one. By the way, I'm Albert. I'm here doing this experiment to save a friend of mine. So, about you, why did you sign up? Maybe there's somebody you're trying to help too? So, what's your name? Have you stopped talking now? I do not care to hear your story. Nor do I want to tell you mine. You're right. I suppose I've been talking. Since you figured I could get rid of some of this anxiety by talking it out. Ah! Huh? That was Anna's voice. Someone help me! Father! Mother! Albert! I knew it. It is Anna. What's going on? Why is she here? No. I can't get out of this thing. Do not struggle, my boy. You are next. That voice I heard was Anna's. Why is she here? No. Don't tell me you forced her to. Nonsense. She came here of her own free will to participate in the same experiment. What? You told her about it too? After being blamed by the villagers for their woes and having you, who she relied upon most, up and disappear, that's because you told me not to say anything to anybody. That is right, I did. As for this Anna, having no one to turn to, she came to speak with me. And in order to save her life, I merely told her about the experiment here at my laboratory. How could you? I say, that is enough talking for you now, as it is time to begin. Wait, I heard Anna scream not more than a few moments ago. She's alright, isn't she? You said it was safe, right? Not to worry. My experiment was a whopping success. Anna is... That was somebody yelling in pain. You said this experiment was safe and simple, but it hardly sounds that way. Anna! Anna! You need to learn to calm yourself. This experiment will soon be over, and then draws a new beginning. Beginning of what? What are you talking about? What he appears to be saying is the experiment drug for the plague has all been nothing but a sham. Or perhaps the whole outbreak was all you're doing. I see for a country bumpkin you're more clever than I first suspected. However, your realization has come too late. As for this experiment, it really is to turn you into revenants. Introducing the plague into the general populace and gathering volunteers with the promise of a cure was nothing more than a means to an end. What? Anna is... Right you are. Her transformation was a grand success, and she is a wonderful revenant now. In any case, this last experiment was to create a new type of revenant. You... How could you? How dare you? It is very simple. Because I can. Once this experiment is over, your soul will disappear forever and be replaced by that of a demon. In other words, your memories and whoever you are will be permanently erased. However, that is enough talking, as it is time to get on with the experiment. As for you two, you are my last subjects for the day. Now I bid you an everlasting farewell. What? What was that? Appears it is as was revealed to me. Those meddlers from the Order. Dr. Moreau, in the name of Restoria and for the desecration of the souls of the dead, you are hereby under arrest, as you come quietly with us back to the sanctum. I have no idea what you're talking about. Not attempt to feign innocence, you scoundrel who has made a pact with evil. Dr. Moreau, you have crossed a line which no man is permitted to cross, and no Restoria will not treat your sins lightly. It is as you say, and I have crossed that line. However, I have created a new kind of man. One with powers equal to even the divine. With my new creation, I'm now above even that of your god. You are mad. Nevertheless, in the name of Restoria, the divinity of this world, we shall put an end to your wicked ambitions. You will not obstruct our plans, servants of God. You see, we have another scoundrel who defiles the will of the Almighty. Is this power that of Hanel himself? If it is, it must be taken out of this world. Dr. Moreau. What? This laboratory will soon fall into their hands. You must take your research and flee from here. Yes, right. As far as you go. Whoa. I see. So these are your latest depraved creations. You are nothing but fiends who defile the creations of Restoria. Let us finish this, servant of God. Dr. Earl managed to escape apprehension. The Restoring Order succeeded in destroying the laboratory used for his evil experiments, and thereby put an end to the creation of any new Revenants. However, in the shadow of his victory was lost at the rear, the Order's highest leader, Baldur, who trained countless Valkyries to defend against the continual onslaught of monsters and Revenants. Consequently, however, the Order's attack on the house had left the procedure to turn Albert into a Revenant incomplete, and he was therefore buried in a nearby grave. Still alive? I still have my consciousness and memories. But what happened to my body? What is this? My heart is beating more loudly than before. I hear two echoes. That's right, Anna! What happened to her? I have to find out. Graveyard must have been for all the people who died from being experimented on. But enough about that. I have to find Anna. Why? What is that thing? Yikes! It looks like I've got no choice but to fight it. Oh. Did I really kill it? But what is this power? Could it be it's the power of a... Am I a revenant? Or is it coming from inside me? The taste of inferior demons is awful. Yikes! Who's there? I am the demon, Magnus. The demon? Magnus? What are you doing inside of me? Succumb to me and I will give you limitless strength. Limitless strength? Then what you're saying is I used the power of a demon to defeat that last revenant? Indeed, that was my power. The power of a demon. Accept your destiny, Albert. As collateral, you will receive strength beyond your wildest dreams. Money, power, women, and even fame, all are yours for the taking with my power. What is wrong? Do you not desire my power? I see how this works now. When Dr. Moreau attempted to turn me into a revenant, I remember him saying this. Once this experiment is over, your own soul will disappear forever and be replaced with that of a demon. In other words, he was talking about you, wasn't he? In short, revenants are humans with the soul of a demon inside them. If I listen carefully, I can hear 2 heartbeats within my chest, so somehow the process of turning me into a revenant was incomplete. I see you are not entirely the fool I took you to be. Indeed, Albert, you are no longer human. However, a half-revenant is not right either. Revenants are unable to kill each other. However, having 2 souls within you, you are able to do so. A revenant that can kill revenants. Yes, Albert. Even without divine power, you are a being with the special ability to kill both revenants and even demons. If that's the case, that makes things simple. Your power is mine to use as I like. And I intend to use it to hunt down and kill every last revenant in this world. As for Dr. Romero, I'll deal with him the very way he dealt with me. Then Anna, perhaps she's still alive somewhere as a revenant if I am. Oh, Anna, please still be alive. Don't laugh, you. I've decided to fight until I get my revenge on Dr. Moreau. So you want to use my power for revenge? That's right. Even if it means I become a demon myself. You humans are all the same. What do you mean? That is none of your concern. However, do not think a weakling such as yourself can force me to follow your orders. Wrong. I'll make you obey me. We shall see. And when you can no longer suppress me, your soul will be mine to devour. Do not forget that. Like I will. Like I ever will. From this botched experiment, Albert was transformed into a new kind of being, one with a human heart and yet the power of a revenant. Hiding his identity, Albert traveled on land in search of Dr. Moreau and his childhood friend Anna while hunting revenants all the while. On the other hand, the Order, which had suffered the loss of its influential leader, soon became caught up in an embittered inner struggle to select the next premier. Then, after one able to assume the position of authority finally appeared and was anointed the former steed, things gradually returned to normal. It has been 2 years since. I am famished, and desire a sacrifice, Albert. If you wish to continue using my strength any longer, you must provide me with something choice. I will not accept any more filthy wild grass and leaves. It's not like I'm eating that stuff because I want to. No matter how much money I earn, it all ends up going to feed your bottomless pit of a stomach, and why I'm always broke. That is because it takes roughly 10 times the amount of food to sustain the energy of a revenant. It would be much easier to kill a revenant and sacrifice their soul to me instead, Albert. The rule is clear. Demons cannot kill their own kind. Therefore, only those with divine power, or a half-human, half-demon such as yourself, can. Sorry, Regis, but that's not happening. I may be a revenant like you say, but I've made the decision I won't be devouring any of their souls. It's the last bastion I have to prove there's still an ounce of humanity left in me. If you will not give me the soul of a revenant, then perhaps a juicy steak, a basket of fruit, and some vintage wine to tide me over? How is it all you do is talk, and I'm the one having to pull the weight for the both of us? You should really learn to think twice before spouting off. So you have learned to be insolent. 2 years ago, when you first realized you had the power of a revenant, your anxiety, fear, and woe over your situation were much more human in nature. I could say as much for you, too. As a demon, I thought you were supposed to be cunning, merciless, and all-around terrible, but all you ever do is talk about satisfying your insatiable appetite. Sometimes I even think you'll forget what it is to be a demon altogether. Do not underestimate me, Albert. A demon such as myself will not neglect to take advantage of your weakness when you least expect it. Is it not said in Scripture, but to beware of those who come to your sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves? I suggest you be on your guard at all times, lest I devour your soul as well. So everything you've done up to this point has been a ploy to possess my body at the first sign of weakness? This is what you've really been planning the whole time? That sound. Don't tell me. It is my empty stomach, Albert. Should have figured when I first heard it. It's not like it's all that different from the normal sound of wrong. My heart and stomach sound nothing alike. It may have been an accident my body is an incomplete revenant, but in a way this makes it living and dying pretty much the same. At any rate, what do you say to filling that gut of yours over at the end with something? This looks different than the one I have. I see you're a hasty one, aren't you? That treasure chest there you see belongs to me. I'm sorry, I should have asked first before. No harm, no foul. Besides, from where I stand, you appear to be quite the able young man. How do I know that? By your confident look, of course. Well, thanks for noticing. But did you know? Occasionally, rare weapons can be obtained from treasure chests or monsters. I'm not interested if that's what you're... Huh? Did you say rare weapons? I did. And whether they've absorbed magic from the world or were naturally created, that way I can't say. Interesting. So even among those weapons with the same name, some have special effects, huh? Incidentally, those least rare go from yellow to orange, to red, to the ultra rare in light purple. The difference with that weapon you're holding there is it has a sleep effect. When you use normal or skill attacks, occasionally an enemy will be put to sleep. There are many other effects that can be used on an enemy or even yourself. Oh, I almost forgot to mention this one point. A weapon can have a maximum of 4 effects, but only 1 is optional. Now have fun searching out all different ones. There are many different kinds of weapons in there. These days, we've had so many cases of people just up and vanishing. It's almost scary. You be sure to watch yourselves, too. I haven't seen you around here before, young man. Are you perhaps a traveler? I must say, there's not much to see here in this town, but please do enjoy your stay. Baldur, the former premier of the church, is rumored to have gone missing after an encounter with some revenants. It has been said revenants were really humans before being transformed into their horrible state. And could it mean my lost grandson has been turned into one, too? Welcome to Ravenna, young traveler. I pray Restoria will pour out his blessing upon you. Oh, yeah, it hasn't really worked out that way so far. You're not from around here, are you? Then again, you're the 3rd traveler I've seen here today. I wonder what's got you all so interested in our town. Care to share? What do we have here? I do not recall seeing the likes of you around here before, but on that same note, how about I introduce myself? I am a record keeper. Of the 13 different records, I keep the one for the number of steps taken. Once you attain a certain record, I will have a reward here in store for you. Now, what do you say I examine just how many steps you have taken thus far? You seem to have made great strides, but it's not enough to warrant a reward. Keep on your travels and come visit me again soon. Your records can be viewed at any time under the trophy section of the menu system. Now keep up the good work. Do you really think Restoria exists? If he does, then please tell him to find my missing dad. Nope, I don't think he does. Sorry, Dad. I saw the most amazing woman at the inn not too long ago. I wonder if she was a Valkyrie. 3,000 monsters to kill and skin. 3,000 monsters to kill. I shoot one dead, chop off their head. 2,999 monsters to kill and skin. 2,999 monsters to... Huh? Hey there, young man. That's a fine weapon you're lugging about. Do you often hunt monsters with it? This might not be bad to know, then. Come have a look-see. This monster is a normal werewolf. If you look more closely, you can see there's an icon to the left of the life gauge, right? Depending on the icon, you can easily tell which kind of monster you're dealing with. In the case of this one, it's classified as a beast. There are various other icons, so it would be wise to try and remember them all. For some of the more uncommon monster species, you may even learn powerful skills. And remember, knowing is half the battle. Now you be sure to watch yourself out there. Albert, I desire to be fed. Now hurry to the end. I hear you already. Good trade, traveler. What can I do for you? You can start by getting me your deepest dish. Or your cheapest dish. My cheapest dish, huh? I hate to say it, but this is all I have. Now, can you do something with this handful of coins or not? With only that? I'll take that as a no. Tell you what, have yourself a seat, and I'll whip you up some grub. How does that sound? Thanks, I appreciate it. Hold it right there, you. Don't think you're going to dine and dash on me. I suggest you step over to the counter now. What in the world is that thing? Revenant? What is it doing here? Stand back. I'll deal with this. This isn't a job for an amateur. Leave this to... Bad idea. It looks ready to attack. We've got to lure it outside before it destroys the place. Wait! What are you... We're in the clear. Now let's take care of it. Or Suikoden, depending on how you want to pronounce it. This is the end for you. Vanquish that Revenant? How could you destroy a creature that's immortal? You were impressed? This is a combination of my amulet and Stigmata's power. So, you're one of those people with a marking too, then. You have heard of them, I take it? The Valkyries who have received visions from Astoria? Sure, who hasn't? They're those warriors associated with the Order who killed Revenants. Those pathetic servants of God. The less you have to do with them, the better. Now you mention it, we would be enemies to both her and the Order, wouldn't we? So I assume you're one of them, then? Right you are. Or at least that's what I want to say, but actually I'm more of a Valkyrie in training, a Revenant hunter to be exact. Those warriors of the Restorian Order who fight to protect peace in our world. Those women who stand for truth and justice and pursue evil to the ends of the earth. One day I'll be recognized by the Order for my deeds and be made a Valkyrie myself. What are you looking at? Oh, what? What are you looking at me like that for? There's nothing wrong with me having a dream for my future. Or are you trying to say you don't believe I'll make it cut? No, not at all. I was just thinking how much you sounded like a girl I knew back home, is all. Oh, really? Though I should add she wasn't quite as violent as you seem to be. Violent? No, that came out wrong. What I meant to say was... tough. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Oh, that reminds me, I still haven't even introduced myself. I'm Esther. Now it's your turn. I don't meet many people like you able to prove a match for the Revenants these days. Then again, it did almost seem as if you used some power similar to the amulet I have. Who are you exactly? I for sure better not let her know about this demon Magnus inside me. I'm, Albert. As for my job, well, I'm a Revenant hunter, the same as you. As for my amulet, it's one I received from a Valkyrie I fought alongside with, and who fell in battle. But with it, I intend to bring peace to the world, just as she intended. I see. I'm sorry for asking. It sounds like you've had it pretty rough, too. You hardly need to apologize. Then should I assume you intend to join the Order, too? The Order? Yeah, sure. I guess you could say that's my plan, eventually. But anyway, see you around, huh? Wait, where are you going? Where? I was right in the middle of my meal, so I intend to get back to where I left off. Stop right there! Don't tell me you think I just made all that stuff up, do you? I seriously meant every word of it. No, that's not it. What is it? Let me pay for your meal today. I'll pick up the tab for whatever you eat. What? Are you serious about that? Of course I am. Consider it your reward for defeating that revenant. But no matter how strong you are, you're just lucky I stepped in when I did. Without a stigmata, you wouldn't have been able to vanquish a revenant even if you killed them. Oh, before I forget, maybe I should ask. Do you know when a revenant is vanquished, its soul is sent to heaven? Besides, no matter what kind of creature they are, they still deserve to be saved. Interesting. But since you helped me defeat that revenant, the least I can do is buy you lunch. I, should probably warn you. I eat a lot. Those are the words of a reliable man. Sir, bring out your best food and don't hold back. You just leave that to me, little lady. Can I get another helping? I'm sorry to say this, but those are the last scraps of food I have left in the place. I guess 8 full-course meals will have to do then. Now, about payment. Here's the bill. This much? This means I made absolutely nothing for vanquishing that revenant. My bad for that. Saying sorry doesn't fix it. Although, I suppose you do have some claim on the reward money for helping. Still, half of that reward should have gone to me for my part in it. But I haven't got any more than a handful of coins to pay you with. That's too bad. It seems I'll have no choice but to have you pay with your body then. With my what? Maybe we could work out a... What are you getting so hot around the collar for? Because why would a person aiming to be a Valkyrie expect me to engage in... how should I put it? She is a demanding one, is she not, Albert? And of course, I've never had a real girlfriend of my own, so... What are you trying to imply? Wait, you have it all wrong. When I said you would have to pay with your body, I meant exterminating revenants and paying me back with the money you got from the order. Oh, so that's what you meant. That's exactly what I meant. What kind of sick pervert do you take me for? A woman like me who intends to be a Valkyrie has to be both pure and chaste. I'm sorry for bringing it. Huh? Wait, did you say you received money from the order for exterminating revenants? Call yourself a revenant hunter and you didn't even know that? Actually, I'm not a big fan of the order and, well, I don't want them finding out I am a revenant. So you mean to tell me you've been exterminating revenants for nothing this whole time? Not the whole time. Some villagers have been kind enough to sport me a meal or two for helping out. Did you say something? I said unbelievable! Then again, I have a great idea. How about you pair up with me? With the two of us together, we should be able to earn a boatload. You mean we fight revenants for money? There's that, and the fact that it'll give people peace of mind, right? You said you wanted to fulfill the dream of that Valkyrie who gave you your amulet, right? Esther. Plus, money is a necessity. By vanquishing revenants, we'll all be able to earn some, get our names out there in the world, and before long, I might even be chosen as a Valkyrie. As for you, Albert, you shouldn't ever have to go hungry again. And as an added benefit, you'll even get to travel alongside someone beautiful like me. You can't turn down an offer like that now. Now, can you? Why are you laughing? Because you don't sound at all like somebody who's seen a vision of Restoria. On the other hand, I don't sense you're going to get all preachy on me, so this arrangement might just work out. In fact, sign me up. Really? Then wonderful. Still, for somebody who can assert their beauty like that and be serious about it, I'm impressed to say the least. It's the truth, isn't it? Well, if you want my take on the matter, your god does seem to have a sense of humor about who he chooses if you know what I mean. Now I regret ever mentioning it. No, I wasn't trying to put you down. You were lying about the fact about the fact, and objectively speaking, you are quite attractive, and do you really think so? Sure, that's how I think. So don't get so down on yourself, all right? Right. Glad to know it's not only me who thinks I'm attractive. Now, let's hurry over to the Order's local branch. I thought she was being cautious of me at first because of my ability to kill revenants, but it seemed like maybe I was just making a mountain out of a molehill. That young woman appears to be more gullible than I first imagined. Either that or she is completely able to hide her true nature. I know I shouldn't be doing this, Esther, but I'm going to need to use you to get what information I can about these revenants. That is right. Humans were born to deceive, take advantage of, and dig a pit for their neighbor. It means finding Anna and hunting down Dr. Moreau. Do whatever I have to. What's wrong, Albert? Nothing. How about we get going? By using strategy in the menu, the party formation can be set as desired according to the party's fighting style. Really? I'll take advantage of that. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap for you and watching Revenant Saga on Nintendo Switch. Said, these Kemco EC Create games are, they're pretty good looking games. They just don't scroll very well. They're never really complex, but they always have really well-written stories. So that's why I enjoy them. And I suggest if you haven't played any of these games before, try it out. Of course, we'll play through it as well, between all the other millions of games that come out for this game system. Oh well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.